Hi, it's Bronwyn White here. Thanks for being with me today. I wanted to talk to you about a couple of things, predominantly being local and mobile. And what led me to discuss these things was today when I was writing about the top 3 consistent activities globally, worldwide for leisure travellers are, in no particular order, shopping, eating out, and visiting friends and relatives. So these are the 3 things that travellers are doing all around the world. So we've got Chinese travellers, Australian travellers, even in New York they had the same sort of stats. So eating out, shopping and visiting friends and relatives, and they're probably doing them all together at the same time. So they're doing other things as well, of course, like visiting attractions, museums, that sort of thing. But consistently these 3 things are what tourists do. And guess what? These 3 things consistently stimulate your local visitor economy. So this brings me to talk about how it relates to local and mobile. So what we're seeing is that travellers are using their mobile devices more when they're travelling than they do at home. So around 90%, an Expedia study has told us around 90% of travellers use their mobile device more when they're travelling than when they're at home. This is really, really big. So basically what they're doing, they're searching for information on the ground in destination. So this all relates to optimizing your destination or your business for local search. So we're seeing local as a term being bandied around in several different ways. So I'll talk about the 3 ways that we kind of use the term local in travel. The first one, I guess, is sort of looking for local authentic experiences. So when we're talking about local, we're talking about local restaurants, local cafes, that secret little local designer that I have in Newtown. If you're wondering who it is, Dragstar in King Street. Make wonderful dresses that I wear these dresses all the time, and I always wear dresses from Dragstar, especially when I travel overseas, and people always comment on them. And then it's my little secret kind of local designer. So these are the local secrets that people want to know about. And I guess travellers are looking more and more for that local authentic connection. They're looking for more of the local connection at home before they travel. So this kind of extends to travel as well. So think local, think authenticity, think your favourite coffee shop, restaurants, that type of thing. So secondly, they're looking for local people, local experiences, looking to meet, locals generally speaking. So looking for that connection at the pub, they're looking for local experiences recommended by locals, and they're sort of searching for authentic reviews online from locals, this type of thing. So it extends to kind of travellers wanting to have that real insight into what makes a community tick or what makes a destination tick. And this is something really rich for travellers and something that's relatively easy for you to portray in your marketing. The next aspect of local, the third, is in destination searching for info. Trend watching refer to a trend called info lust, and we experience info lust when we land. And what's happened recently is Google's telling us around there's been a 50% increase in searches from hotels worldwide of people searching for things near me. So think about if I land and I go to my hotel, I'm going to start looking for cafes near me, shops near me, restaurants near me, gym near me, things that are near me. So, we crave real-time information. We crave maps, we crave, authentic kind of reviews and experiences that are near me at any one time. So we've seen products like Google Now emerge, for example, that really tap into this stuff. So what happens with Google Now, if you're not on it, is that you have preloaded information about you, about what the sorts of things that you like to do at home, follow you wherever you go. So, for example, I was in Bangkok recently. I touched down, turn on my phone, and it starts to tell me the weather in Bangkok, where the good coffee in Bangkok is. It brings up cafes, it brings up the exchange rate, a whole range of things that are happening near me at that destination, because our phones are geocoded if you want them to be. So I guess this kind of brings me to talk about how you need to action and operationalize these kind of need for local information. The easiest thing that you can do as a business or destination marketer is make sure your Google My Business page is claimed, is optimized. You have minimum 5 reviews, because if you have 5 reviews, you get the stars, and that you're coming up in the map. So if I am walking around Newtown, like for example now, it's Mardi Gras in Sydney now, and a lot of the events happen around Newtown. I just had a quick look and I thought, geez, there's not a lot of stuff on here if I looked for shops near me. I mean, there is stuff there, but there's not enough that's been reviewed by locals, for example, or other people. So you really need to get information about your local destination and your local area in there. And if it's your business, get information in there. Get lots of reviews, not just on Google, but make sure obviously on TripAdvisor, but also on Facebook. So make sure there's a lot of user-generated content if possible. But all this stuff kind of localizes your content, and it really appeals to travelers when they're in destination. So the moral of the story is be mobile and be local and be authentic and connect with those travelers that want to connect with you. You make their experiences all the more richer, and more importantly, they will want to stay and spend money in your local visitor economy or business. Thanks for being with me.